Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. This is the much anticipated sequel to Knives Out, and I gotta say, I definitely was anticipating this movie. Though honestly, I don't know how much I was anticipating more than I was just like, I gotta see what this is because Knives Out didn't feel like a movie that needed like five sequels like Avatar, but apparently we're getting those. And I was also upset that this film was going to Netflix. And don't get me wrong, I like being able to watch movies conveniently at my own homes, sure. But this is a movie that was a sequel to a movie that went to theaters and was the very few times that we get original good films being popular in theaters. And this film, when it went to theaters for limited release through Netflix, did incredibly well. And so it's unfortunate. I wanted to see this movie on the big screen, but wasn't able to. And it really saddens me. I did really like this movie. I don't think it's as good as Knives Out, the first one. And that's just because the movie is good. I enjoy all the characters. I enjoy the writing. I enjoy seeing more of Daniel Craig's personal life. But where it falters for me is that this is a movie that is doing the sequel thing. And that is that you gotta up the cast, bigger stakes, bigger this. And that's fine. I don't think that's it's done poorly in this film, but I do think it suffers from trying to get all these really famous people into this movie who are good in their parts, but they're not as memorable as those characters in the first movie to me. So it does feel weaker in that sense. That doesn't make it a bad movie. I enjoy all the characters in this movie. I enjoy their dynamics. I enjoy their humor. And again, Daniel Craig's character is great, and I also really liked his character a lot more in this movie because they expand his character. We learn about more about his sexuality and different things throughout this movie that are pretty interesting, and you see um, this side to that, but you also see like other sides to this character that are interesting, and so that's fun. I think the mystery is less predictable than it was in the first. I think that uh, the cinematography is still great, performances are still great. Also, Daniel Craig is better in this movie because I think he toned down the accent a little bit. Like he still has the same accent, but he's toned it down just a little bit, got it to work a little more, and make it really his own. And so his accent is not as bad. Maybe I just got used to it. I don't know, but it really worked for me this time around. And that's one thing I forgot to mention in my review about Knives Out. His accent's a little distracting. Not much so much that it ruined the first movie, but it definitely it's better here. And yeah, I think this is a solid sequel. It's a lot of fun. It's got great writing, great cinematography, great performances. Just slightly less memorable characters is all. And that's where I'm at. I really enjoyed this movie. I really bummed I didn't get to go watch it in the theater. That would have been a great experience, but unfortunately, not an option for me. All the limited releases for this movie were not playing anywhere near me, but I had a great time watching it on Netflix, and I can't wait to see more of this world. Unfortunately, though, it is slightly weaker than the first, and we'll see how the next one turns out.